Yo, what up? Big time game right here, boys. Big time game. Coming up. Trying to set this thing up right here. Not showing up. Just waiting on him to finish his game. Whatever that's going to be. What up, Ty? raining. 100% says. What up, Cheese? Jay Green. Let's get it started. Let's go. Here we go. Yeah.
Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Mobley. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Good timing on the quick out. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration. Up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Give to the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Carr above the noise. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Irish send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up.
No.
Touchdown, Clemson.
He's been hauling over that. Kicking.
The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting
Might get it back
Irish.
in blood.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
From the gun, running back gets to give. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, of sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Not a lot of room to field this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
We're halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Looking down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
On the run from inside his own 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check-down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check-down throw to the running back.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's Carr to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
I don't know what happened there.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. There's a crease. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Goddington.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy that TV's looking for.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Running inside. It's Johnson. There he goes. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
He's an hell of a speed ball.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to him. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Davidson. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, you know, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Using his legs, it's Walton. Turning it on. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Right back to the well.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Play action, Carr. Working that left side now. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing, Carr. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the middle, baby.
He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give on the counter.
Oh, how did I
Breaks into the
miss?
open. All the way across the 50 into plus territory and finally stopped at the 43.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And they tried to run that sweep out right. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver... not reel it in.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's got it. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. Maybe some room here. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Carr. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw its car. The screen, and watch out. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns with a statement victory.
He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
We just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments, things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He leaves it with the back. Got a little grass. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Walton. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring an extra defensive lineman. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll run it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Running inside, it's Davidson. He's not going to make it to the first down marker, but that looked like a clear face mask, and he might wind up with the first down anyway.
I didn't know they call those anymore. Wow. Holy cow.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Finding some room. Got enough for the
You're
first.
such a bitch, MJ.
Running inside the 20.
Nobody
Touchdown,
does.
Tiger. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is good.
That's that cut.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Play fake, Carr. He's going to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Run in the red zone, it's Mobley. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep...
Might have a chance.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to fire. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The run inside. It's Davidson. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He got it. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's Carr to throw. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Now here's Carr. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And man, you gotta love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt, and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters, and the returner will be dragged down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass.
No.
It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some.
Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Block.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. He gets away. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
From the gun on third down, Carr. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the fourth.
Big time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
All right, defense, come on.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Flips it out to the back. Boy, the defense clamped down on that third down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. It looked like they were anticipating a quick throw, and you saw everybody so alert, and they were able to rally to the ball.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. The screen, he can go. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Carr above the noise. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. And now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Discretion, the better part of valor, not going to give him a chance to return as they kick it toward the sideline. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Snagged out of the air. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup. Did not get the 1st down, but that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Woo! He got me a few times, but I got him back. And 2 special teams DDs too. Just a little bit better thrower today. Face mask too. Appreciate you, Tone. What up, man? How you doing? Alright. Thanks. I needed that. Face mask too. Good returner, boys. I kicked him. No, I kicked him. But I'm dumb. I freaking kicked it to the side. I thought I was going to knock his head off right there. 9. It looked like he was gonna get him. This tackle. But got him back. Got him. But he just waited until he broke to the top of his route. Dang. There's a follow through. That's good. This. Come on. And you're. I don't know, man. Optics just don't work. Pressing the button trying to make a tackle. Hey. I don't know why it's not making a tackle. Oh no. See the difference between my run wide zone guy just cut back. But cut. Two in the C guy. Play call. What's this? Wide trips. Gotta be wary of that next time. Displace. He needs to be back in the box. A free run. I wonder if I think. I don't like that. He's taking himself out of the picture. 28. Had no reason. Can we dig? All right. Don't fall to a computer. It's on BG. I got Sid at the end of the year too. Cool. Oh, he snuck one out against the. And play the computer. Sid joined too late. You got the tough draw in this ACC schedule. Air, Miami, Clemson. Good luck, JDP. Yeah, but you got more users, brother. Earls plays tough. I don't know if you ever played him. Earls plays tough. Stop the run, you'll be alright. Air, since he gets his players back, who knows what happens. Dalton, it's be interesting to see with a good team, but keep it close and you mess it up. And stop BJ. Run game. And don't punt to him. Don't punt. He dodged a lot. He dodged ACC people too, except for you. Don't matter. Be a big game right there. Virginia will play tough, it seems, too. Computer-wise. Oh, they're playing. Yeah, I saw. I was watching a little bit of it. Marbles.
Cover underneath.
Uh-oh. I think you gotta dip in.
8 up safe.
You gotta dip in. You spit.
Inside zone split.
Barely. Richard Young.
Everybody's got to pick him up.
It looks like it doesn't. Golly, look at his logo. Oh, you can't see it. He's huge underneath my camera. Oh. Bless America. What the? Let's watch novels.
Fucking idiots, man. Oh my god.
Oof.
Just glad I got rid of it. Tampa.
Uh-oh.
Damn it, I got sucked in.
See ya. Ooh, good tackle.
Three double cloud.
Bro.
3 bus show 1.
I did for a little bit on 25. Really zoom the coach Cam. Coordinator Cam.
Good call. Fuck, I didn't look at his package.
I just
Didn't look at his personnel package.
can't do it anymore. I had to go back to normal.
You clip me on that, man. I feel like shit. Did I really?
Ads. No, stay outside. Yeah, definitely to each their own. I think something you gotta get used to. What the? Clip it.
What the fuck was that? Okay. Okie dokie then, bro. That's crazy.
That's crazy there. Literally, what even was that?
Yes, the face.
Like this, obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to tuck, hold the football, and then finally throw it, that's when you take it.
Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
What's this page? Oh, shit.
Will here with the run to the right. Might have a chance. At the 30.
He gone.
He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
All right, that's the only one I'm doing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the
No more
second
6-7.
level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, his speed, he was gone.
And the point after is good.
Did everyone else's camera do that? Like,
All right, I gotta go. That's good stuff right there. I'm gonna make it out of GIF real quick. All right, we out.